language, your ability to speak in French helps in your communication, helps in your career experience, your travel experience, and that is why the folks at Alliance Française are inviting you to come over, because they say they have experienced and professional teachers, they have flexible time schedules, they have in-person, online, and hybrid classes, and they also have French for teenagers and children above the age of 3. So if you're interested in learning French as soon as possible, please, to register, call the following number: 050-128-78. Let me get the number for you, sorry. 050-128-7814, 050-128-7814, or send them a WhatsApp message on 050-128-7818, or simply visit their website at afaccra.org. Alliance Française, French up your life today. Let's continue that Sidechicks Sideboos conversation. Joining us is our only favorite Apostle Theophilus Jeffries. I'm super excited. Sorry, I'm messing up. Apostle Theophilus Jeffries is a counselor and a life coach. We also have a lady, Araba Ogwa. She's also a life coach and a media personality. Lady and gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Please, after the show, give me one stone in your. I want to go and sell it.
The way we are interested in these stones, but they are not good, though. They are fake ones.
It's good to have you guys join us. We started this conversation last week, very, very interesting, and we want to continue. I think we outlined a number of things. We discussed a few things. We want to pick up from there. Where did we get to? Do you remember?
Actually, we took the conversation from the young people's perspective.
Okay.
You know, what they've been hearing in the background. What do they think a side chick and a side boo is? Is it okay? We had them attempt to want to know why people even want to be side chicks or anything at all. So today, you know, we want to go a top higher.
And you know why I'm excited? At least Araba is married, so we can get it from a married woman's perspective as well. We, the two men here, are single, and then one single woman. So it's a balanced conversation. But what do you make of? I guess we take the initial reaction. What do you make of side chicks and side boos? The idea of it.
Well,
what do you think?
I want to thank you for this opportunity. I don't know where that words are even coming from. Side chicks and side
boos.
Honestly, I wouldn't know the reason why somebody would love to be a side chick, because in the actual sense, that man is married. If you are a side chick, then there is somebody who is the real person. So, what do you gain? Maybe you go in because of money, and they believe being a side chick, maybe you are flirting, my word, with older person. Understand? And that man can take good care of you than a younger person. So then, I'd rather choose to be a side chick than to have my own man. But there is disadvantages.
Okay, so before I take Apostles on to, we want to look at it from every angle. So not just a young woman going in for a married man, but also a young man with a married woman. Also, not about age, because sometimes the person could even be younger, but the fact that you are not the main person. And we also want to look at it not just from a married person's perspective, but maybe the person has a girlfriend, an actual girlfriend that everybody knows, or a boyfriend that everybody knows, and you are the one that is in secret. So sometimes the side chick or the side boo is also the one that the person has in secret. Okay, so you want to add something to it?
It has been like now of late. It's like fashion. It's
become very cool.
Common. Like nobody sees anything wrong with it at all. So it's now like a fashion. So that's what I can say.
Okay, Apostle.
Okay.
Well, I think that this issue of side chicks, it's just a modernized word because of modernization, industrialization, civilization of the old word called cheating. Cheating is as old as Methuselah. It's been there. It's older than all of us. Every human being living on earth today, cheating has been there because of several reasons.
MFI looks very okay.
Yeah, it's been there. I'm an apostle. I preach the Bible. But I'm not here to say the Bible said. If I'm talking to my congregation, I will address them like a good parent and say, abstinence. Tell them to abstain. But they will have to abstain, but there are other ways that we should, okay, let's use condom, use this like prevention. So as much as cheating is there, some will endorse it, some will not endorse it. So when they say side chicks, we are just trying to garnish that word, decorate cheating into a side chick or side boost. Let's call it naked cheating.
Apostle, is it cheating if I'm not married and I have a girlfriend, I have a main girlfriend, I have a girlfriend, someone I like, I'm talking to, we go out on dates, we do all that, and there's also somebody else on the side that I really, really like, but I already have this main person that we are talking, maybe we're even talking marriage in future and all that. Is this cheating?
You see, in two ways. Number one is cheating.
Okay.
Because you've given your word to someone. Ethically, it is wrong.
Okay.
Once you've made an emotional connection, alignment with somebody, emotions are very critical, are very deep. So once you connect with somebody on a higher emotional level, you are committed to them emotionally, ethically. So ethically, it is wrong for you to give your word to somebody who is believing that I'll get married to you, and then I'll be your personal person, and then alongside, you are seeing somebody else. On that basis, it is wrong. But then again, on the legal framework, once you are not married, the person hasn't married you, put a ring on your finger, you can't say the person is cheating. So somebody can stand on that for you. I didn't marry you. That's why we tell young ladies, no ringy, no dingy. Doesn't put the ring there, he must not dig. You secure yourself.
So
interesting.
For you,
yes,
cheating is, so for you, it's the ring on the finger that means commitment. I've committed something to you. You can't hold a person accountable by their words only, so that if they go contrary to their words, they have cheated you.
Okay.
You know, where you say you're giving me 5 CDs. I open the 5 CDs and it's a shot of 1 CD. That's 4 CD. Have you not cheated me on your word and your act?
That is when, sorry, but that I want to come in there. That is when you've invested something into it, as Apostle was saying. Don't invest so much because you're not sure. Don't put in so much, like dig in.
Okay.
Like giving of doing what.
What about time? Because I think we look at it as though, okay,
it's just
sex.
Is
the only thing that you're giving. But what about time? What about effort? What
Sacrifice.
about just my sanity of saying, okay, because you've told me that we are together, is my sanity I'm giving to you, we are together. So if I find out that you're with another person, have you not cheated on my sanity?
Okay, so let me first react to respond to the first one. A ring, marriage certificate, these things are not sure guarantee of any commitment. They are just there for legal framework. So people come before, even as a pastor, we bless marriages at the altar, sacred, consecrated before God. You vow, you pledge allegiance, but they go out of their way and then they flop. So people actually don't even mean what they say. But those ring, the certificate, all those stuff, they are just there for legal framework. But typically they are not. We don't need those things, but because man by nature is wicked, the heart of man is desperately wicked. A lot can happen, people can change. So the fact that woman, you put a ring on a woman's finger, or you sign certificate and all those stuff, there are no guarantee that the person is going to stay with you, or the person is going to love you forever and all those stuff. So people are different. People are weird, people are wicked. So me putting a ring on somebody's finger is no guarantee.
Okay.
Giving the person marriage certificate is no guarantee. What is the guarantee? Is the person's heart. If the person decide to. So I keep saying that, for example, there's virtually nothing a woman can do to keep a man. There's virtually nothing a woman can do to keep a man. You can be beautiful, you can be homely, you can be industrious, you can be catchy, you can be gorgeous, you can be giving. If a man doesn't want to stay, there's nothing you can do for him to stay. We've seen men who are with beautiful women and they are cheating. We've seen men who are with industrious women, yet they go out to cheat. We've seen men who are with women who are humble, respectful, yeah, you see their husbands still go out and cheat. A man, you can't keep anybody who doesn't want to be kept. You can help to keep them. But if he doesn't want to be kept, women get so frustrated. You know, I want to be nice so that I can keep him. You can do all those things. It's a plus. It's an addition. But if he doesn't want to stay, he won't stay.
Okay, I think it's a good time to bring Phoebe Besamete into the conversation, who is joining us via Zoom. Phoebe, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well, thank you. It's good to see you again. It's always a smile for me. She was with
Thank
us last
you.
week. Phoebe, you've listened to what Apostle has said. You've listened to what Araba has said. What do you have to say?
Okay, so I think last week we were just discussing, I think Apostle also covered that the term side chick and side boo is just like a recent slang for the term cheating or being, and if we go down to the grassroots, it's just being unfaithful. And when you look at the terminology of being faithful to someone, it's giving them your word, is giving them that opportunity to trust what you're saying to them. You've made a vow to them and told them that, look, just going to be exclusive with you. The emotions that we are sharing, the intimacy that we are sharing, the time we are sharing is an exclusive space. It's a safe space. I know that you can be safe with me and I can be safe with you, sharing my emotions, my secrets, my intentions, my desires, my dreams, everything with you. Now, my only issue is when you decide to be unfaithful. The reason why it's such a big issue is because it's a form of deception. You're deceiving that person by letting them think that, oh, yeah, I'm with you. We are together in this alone. But there's actually a third party who's sharing in your emotions, sharing in that intimacy with you as well. And so when somebody hears this, they feel deceived. They feel that they have been betrayed. And that level of betrayal can be very harmful to the person emotionally and mentally. And it's very unfair. And I believe that because we become a very self-obsessed culture, everything is about how I feel and how good it feels to me. But we have to realize that in every relationship, for a relationship to work, there must be a form of mutual respect towards one another. That kind of, you have to attribute some importance to that person. But when you are just thinking of yourself, what happens is that, you violate that person's autonomy, you violate that person's self-value by putting yourself above them.
Okay.
Okay, let's stay with you a moment before I come to you. Is this to say that if you tell your partner about the third person, you're not cheating anymore?
That's a good one.
In a sense, you still are, but you're giving them the opportunity to make the decision. Do they want to still be with you knowing that there's another party? Do they still want to engage in this kind of relationship? Because you set certain parameters in the beginning. You tell the person that I'm going to be exclusive with you. Everything that is happening here is clearly just between you and I. When another person walks inside the door, I give the analogy of protecting a home. You have the four walls of the house, you have the door, you have a key. If somebody else is going to walk into the house and is going to, disturb the balance, you have to let them know. So that if they want to protect themselves, if they want to leave the house, if they want to go and look for another house, they have the opportunity to make that decision. But it's not fair to assume that that person is going to be okay with it, especially when you didn't set those parameters in the beginning.
Okay. Apostle, is this giving, is it taken as granted that the parameters or the things that you present to your partner in marriage and relationship is an accepted norm, that when you have entered a relationship, you have to be faithful? When you have entered a relationship, you have to keep your word. When you have entered a relationship, you have to take care of the person. If it's kids you're going to have, you must have kids. If you are doing all of this and your partner in there can see, can feel, can know that you're doing all of this, and yet they still have somebody outside of that. And what you're in, you're not feeling, there's no violation of what they promised you. They say they love you. You can see and feel it that they love you. They say they'll have 2 kids with you. They have the kids with you. Your chop money is 2 cedis a month. I'm giving it to you.
Basically.
You're not. How many times do you want sex in a month? You're getting it. But the person has somebody outside, and it's not affecting the initial contractual agreement that you've had. Is that cheating?
Okay, so then we have to look at whether that particular relationship, was it a transactional relationship?
Or contract.
Or contract.
Regardless of its contract, whatever I've said.
Yeah.
Whatever I've said.
Yes.
I said I love you.
Okay, so then it boils down to personal decision. Some
Okay.
people would agree to that, and they are okay with it. Others won't agree to it.
Okay, it's not like I've even told you
Told
that
you
I'm
that
doing
there's somebody
this.
on
What
the
I'm
side.
saying is that I said I love you.
You are unaware.
I'm
See?
unaware.
I love you.
Yes.
And I love you. My interpretation of love what we were before we even got married, or whatever you saw me to be.
Yes.
I haven't changed. I am like that to you.
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, wait.
You understand what she's saying? Where is the problem? I think Phoebe gave an analogy and said that it's like a house, so and with a gate and a key.
Yes.
So if somebody's going to come inside and
I'm not
disturb the
taking the
balance,
key from you.
Yes.
the person is there, but the person is not entering to disturb the balance. You have your balance inside, but then I go out of this door. Yeah. I'm out there doing my thing. When I come there, I'm not bringing any trouble into our peace. Is that where's the problem?
Like I was giving you 100% before the third person came. I'm still giving you 100%. You have not told me that. It's like you've changed, though.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're this, or nothing. Unless I feel like telling you that, you know what, I'm such a superwoman. I'm giving you 100%, but apparently I'm giving somebody else. You couldn't even feel it. I'm giving you 100%. You can see, you can know. And yet there's third person. Are you cheating?
You are cheating.
You are cheating.
Okay.
All right. So then we have to redefine what cheating is, because you must have something to be cheating on.
Okay, so far as there is another person,
You are cheating.
you are cheating.
Okay. Can we therefore say that this is arguable, but what do you make of the saying that man by nature is polygamous?
Okay, so that's where we come to the reasons why people cheat.
Yes.
The biological reason.
Okay. I want us to get into that.
When we
because
say by
discussed-
nature, biologically, man, given the chance, every man will cheat. Because
What about
for
every woman? What about every woman?
No. By nature. Women usually who do all this extramarital affairs, usually there are a few reasons why. Either boredom, absenteeism.
We'll get into that. When I said man, I don't mean man,
but
gender.
the
I mean
male.
human being.
Yes,
Okay.
the
No,
human-
human being by nature. Are we polygamous?
Oh, by nature, well, we are not. The general, but the species male, the male by nature. Me, I'm talking about the male because
Okay,
the
let's talk about the
Sidechicks
male.
came before even the Sideboos.
Really?
Oh,
Really? Yes.
obviously. Obviously.
Please, you
Why,
know.
where did we get that? How did the side chicks
Usually,
come before
cheating actually originated from the concept of men.
The patriarchal system
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Old Testament, right?
Yes.
But it wasn't
Yes,
cheating,
yes,
was
yes.
it? It wasn't cheating. It was.
So
They were
the cure-
polygamous. They were polygamous.
So the cure,
Naturally.
to this thing called cheating is for people to allow
Polygamy.
stuff. Because Solomon, for example, and most of these people, they've allowed it. It's allowed. So
Yeah,
you are allowed
it was
to marry
never a
as
problem.
many.
It was never a problem. It became a problem when the Christian ideology of
So it's not
one
really a
man,
Christian,
one woman.
it's
Okay, where did they come from?
religious background, the Christian perspective, some other cultural perspective and stuff like that. But the male species, for the woman, their menstrual cycle is once. For the man, it's an everyday thing. When there is sex, the woman's one egg will be chased by the man's 120 million sperms. So given that all the sperms are even viable, it will take only about 30 men to impregnate all the women in the world.
If I understand, if we all had one chance to cheat,
Yeah.
from 1st January to 31st January, if we all had one chance, cheating is universal for us. Biologically, a man would have the opportunity to cheat more because a woman would go on a break.
Because of their biological nature.
Formation.
Every
I
healthy
totally
man wakes up
understand.
with an erection.
Okay.
But it's still cheating. But okay.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
cheating.
So men
So
do
the
it
male
more.
must know that. Then therefore you bring yourself under a regulated discipline.
Okay.
Then you decide because you are, if you allowed it.
So by
to
nature we are
happen.
polygamous.
Oh, by nature you are, biologically.
Okay.
But it's
but
not a
when-
guarantee.
Okay.
First of all, let's go to why people cheat.
People cheat.
Why do people cheat?
People cheat for so many reasons. Everybody will have his or her own reason why he or she wants to cheat. Men give a whole lot of excuses. And when I married her, she wasn't like this. And she has turned up to be like that. And
Is that an
And it's
excuse
true.
or is it true?
And it could be
Is
true.
it an excuse or is it truth?
it's an excuse.
Okay.
Really? So it doesn't mean that somebody
It's-
can actually change in a
It's an
relationship?
excuse. I'm saying this because you've married a woman. The woman is yours. My husband is mine. So if I have changed, maybe I might not know that I've changed. I'm doing something that I wasn't doing before. Maybe I know and I'm doing it deliberately. Let me know.
Okay. So for
Let's
you
talk
one-
about it.
Okay. I think before we go to the remedies and the solution, let's stay on the fact that the reasons why people cheat. So men give excuse, example, okay, they've changed. The person
So I
they're in a-
know of this lady who started cheating on my husband.
Okay.
So why? Onya mere mame, onya time mame, onya kola no DP. I wouldn't sit down and think and die. Think about what he's doing and then develop some sickness also. I'll also go out and then have fun.
Okay.
That is her reason. But whatever the reason is, nobody has a tangible reason to cheat.
Okay.
That's my...
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so for Araba, there's no absolute reason why you have to
Long
cheat.
distances bring cheating. Long distance relationship can also bring teaching.
Okay.
Sorry, but you don't...
That's also not an excuse
No,
for
it's
you.
not an excuse at
Okay.
all.
Basically, there's no excuse for cheating.
Okay.
There's no, it's ethically wrong, spiritually wrong, but it's wrong. Once you're giving your word to somebody, emotions are involved, your commitment is involved. So cheating, there's no excuse. Whether you marry a woman and she's now floppy or whatever, it's one excuse because she's your wife. If whether the man is becoming either he doesn't exercise, pot belly, or there's no other reason why you want to give, whether he's not at home. There are no reason. People should make the commitment to be disciplined, not to. But if they don't decide, they will. The first reason why I will give why people cheat is because there's no love. Trust you me, when you truly love somebody, love is as strong as death.
Let's stay on love. Is it possible for a person to be in love with 2 or 3 people?
No.
It's not possible.
No, it's not possible.
Okay.
Anytime you are torn between 2 people, you are with somebody.
Why is it torn? Why does it have to be a torn?
Okay, because you see, like I don't know what I said here. There are 4 reasons why accidents happen. Accidents, misfortunes happen.
That's right.
The first one is overconfidence. The second one is forgetfulness. The third one is inattentiveness. Then the fourth one is carelessness.
Okay.
Even in a marriage, no matter how good a man you are, when you become careless at work, you can fall.
That's right.
You can easily fall and sleep with either your secretary. So one of my advice for you are a top executive, you have a secretary, you knew this girl is seriously interested in you, she's doing everything to get you, fire her and give her 2 months salary. Let her go. Take 2 months salary, go. Whilst you're looking for a new work, if you want to protect your home and your house and your marriage, you have to let her go. Because you see, when a bone is chasing a dog, it's different from when the dog is chasing the bone. So you
break that down. Can a bone actually walk to chase?
Okay, so it's a parable. It means that you see, the male and sex is one. The man only need a place to have sex. Women need reasons.
Also, we've gone beyond that. She was talking about love.
Yes.
Can a person be in love? Can a man be in love with 2 people? And he said when you are torn. And I want to get that clearly.
Yes.
Why does it have to be torn? What is love? In fact, let me answer that so I can know what is love.
Okay, love. I define love in 7 ways. Number 1, love is sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2, love is commitment.
Okay.
Number 3, love is faithfulness.
Okay.
Number 3, love is devotion. Devotion. Number 5, love is dependency. Let me not mention all. The first one, love is a verb. Love is not a feeling. The feeling is just the emotions that you feel towards somebody, either towards their body or a good smell or stuff like that. All of that, the emotion you have towards people is all activated based on what you see physically. But that is not actually what the people are. So the emotion you feel is not actually being love. Love is a verb, it's an action word, it's a doing word. So you don't hear it, you don't believe it when you hear it. You believe it when you see it.
So devotion, sacrifice, verb, all that. I have all that for this lady. Okay.
Good.
Where have I gone wrong if I have the same devotion, whatever?
Thank you. So
sacrifice?
you became, that's why I say you became careless, lawless, forgetful, or inattentive. Because a lady comes around you. You see, falling in love is a process. So the first one is eye to eye. Then second one, eye to body. Then mouth to mouth or voice to voice. You begin to talk. If you have a fiancé you love very well, you don't spend more time with her. Now you are not diverting the time to another lady. It's like love is like a carrot. It will start moving towards that lady. So the life wire of every relationship is communication. You need to spend more time with your partner. But when you become careless, before you realize that the time for your partner is not giving to somebody else, your affection will begin to move gradually. So your love for your main person will become cold.
So that love cannot be shared. It cannot be once you start feeling a certain way start having love for somebody else. It means this one has
something has
happened.
So the point here is that then that's going to be lust and infatuation.
Understood.
You're going to start having infatuation and affection towards somebody, but that is not love, and you can be deceived. And a lot of young people, decent people, are deceived in this way. They begin to feel a particular way towards somebody. They interpret that to be love. But infatuation is not strong enough for a marital journey. It will leave you along the way. So after 1 month or 2 months, what you are feeling, you no longer feel it for the person. The intensity, the energy is dissipating. It's no longer there. Then you wonder what is happening. No, what you were feeling was not love. It was just infatuation. You were infatuated.
Okay. You want to say, I see Araba
That
wants to say
is,
something.
that is why when she was like, I give you 100% of everything I said I would do, and then like...
And I'm still taking care of...
It's
not
it
possible.
doesn't work.
Is it possible that 100 that you gave to, you've taken it, you have taken it, and you're giving it all to somebody else?
No, it will be divided.
To be divided.
It will be divided.
Okay.
You will not do what you actually were doing initially.
Okay. So it means that the umbrella discussion of side chicks and side boos is the cheating part. And I see love creeping in somewhere. Then. Let me ask this question. If a man and a woman meet, and like what is very common around here, the kind of conversations we have, they say that, well, I need something, you have it, but something must give for something. The man says, I want to sleep with you and give you the money or whatever that you need. And that man is married, or this woman is married. Is that cheating? Because that's one, there's no love. There's no discussion of love.
Transaction.
There's no discussion of, you're beautiful, your legs are nice. This is something I am selling, and somebody wants to buy. And the person bought it. Bought the act. Has the person cheated on the wife?
The buyer is a cheater if you are married.
But
no, the seller or the buyer?
The seller. The seller.
Oh, both. The buyer first. If I was a buyer and I'm married and I bought that, I have cheated.
But what are you cheating on? Because what you have with your wife or your husband is not transactional. If you have sex with your wife, it's your duty.
Yes.
You're doing what you have to do.
Yes.
So what have you cheated on?
You have shared something.
That duty,
Yes.
You have shared that duty.
You have shared something to somebody.
Duty. There was no duty.
There is something.
I get what she's saying.
Okay.
So if because they say marriage is duty too. So even in marriage, you don't sleep with your wife because you're feeling like sometimes you have to do it.
But the wife wants it.
But the wife wants it, so you have to do it.
The woman that the woman is selling something. She didn't say
Which
she wants
woman?
sex.
The other person, the side chick.
The supposed cheat.
The side chick. So what you're saying is that, if that duty to your wife, which is, let's say, is sex, okay, and you're giving to her not necessarily because you're feeling it, but you love her, and she's your wife.
Is the woman paying for it? Is your wife paying for it?
Hold on. Yeah. You're giving it to your wife. It's supposed to be for your wife. If someone else is selling it and you go and give that same, you have shared what you give to your wife, don't give to this person.
Share.
You understand?
You see your two eyes. You see your two eyes. God gave you two eyes. These two eyes
Can never look at
two
different
directions.
Yeah.
Try it and see.
You see, I asked this question because they say men, I'm sure if not in this conversation, they say man by nature is a cheat. A man will sleep with you not because they are in love. There are two reasons. They just want to have.
But we don't want
Do
to
you know why? Because
endorse
when it comes to sex, there are two types. We have the body-centered sex and then the person-centered sex.
Okay.
Usually women are driven by the person-centered. Like I said, a woman who connects with you on a person, he is interested in you as a person. Initially, women are like that, but now the dynamics is changing. But men basically is body-centered.
And when you're married, which one are you doing? Person or body-centered?
It depends on what led you into the marriage.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, what led you into the...
Regardless of what led me into the marriage, I'm in the marriage.
What
okay,
is
when
keeping
I'm
you
sleeping, when I'm in that marriage, 5 years, what is keeping me? That sex.
Is it
What
the
is
body
it?
or the
Is it
person?
body-centered or is it person?
So that's where there must be growth.
Okay.
When you are growing, you realize that initially, if you are not growing, things is either becoming better or worse.
Okay.
You are either progressing or retrogressing. You can't remain the same. So in the marriage, you can either revolve. And a lot of women these days are even revolving from just being person-centered now to body-centered. That's where this prostitution or all this stuff. For prostitutes, they are no body-centered. There's no emotion attached.
We're almost forgetting Phoebe is on Zoom.
Oh my God! Because we had an extensive conversation
with her last
week, that's why.
Maybe that's why. But we're opening the phone lines. Yes, 020473881, 020473881 is the number to call, or 055-033-1511. You could send us a WhatsApp on 055-033-1511 as well.
Okay, being a side chick is like you being a housefly or a butterfly. What does that mean?
Oh yeah.
Female side chick. It's like being a butterfly
Or a housefly.
Because I believe that being a side chick in the driving school is called a spare tire. In the school of engineering is called a standby generator. In the school of the cookery it is called dessert.
You never get the full. You are never there.
So what's the use of a spare tire?
Please, you drive.
So I mean, in the concept, let's transport.
Yeah, so
I heard somebody exclaiming,
a spare tire, because of emergencies.
Emergencies.
You are
so
there
when
for
your car
emergency.
breaks,
Breaks down.
Yes.
So
and what's wrong with it?
If there are no emergencies, you don't need a spare tire. And good men and good women, if there are no real emergency in their marriages, they don't have to cheat and they don't.
So they do it because there's an emergency.
Those are the reasons why emergencies. But you could have.
But emergencies are part of life, aren't they?
They are
So
part
why
of
did
life.
the car manufacturer add a spare tire?
So you should prepare.
Why did
You should
the
prepare.
car
I like where you're going.
manufacturer
So you should prepare, right?
You should, yes.
Because emergencies are part of life.
Yes.
You should prepare so that there will be the spare tire.
But you should prepare not with the wrong tools.
So when you are going to buy the car, tell them please remove the spare tire.
I don't want the spare tire.
I want
My
to
car
leave
is
the car.
okay.
Come out.
My car is okay. Come out in Boku. Good morning.
You people
Yeah, good morning.
How are you, sir?
Fine, sir. How are you?
We are doing well. Thank you very much. Your thoughts, please. Say again.
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Your thoughts, please.
This is a really good program. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the problem here is I think from my side, I think the human heart is bigger than the way they are explaining it to you guys.
Did you hear that?
The human heart is what?
The human heart is far bigger. The function of the human heart is far bigger than the way they are limiting it.
Okay.
I mean, like, you are supposed to love only one person.
Okay.
So the heart is too big for that.
Let's keep religious beliefs aside.
Okay. So it's religion. So the heart is bigger.
Looking at it from...
Go ahead.
Looking at it from the point of view of, what do you call it, emotionality, or I don't know much into science, but let's say scientifically, the human heart has nothing to lose in sharing love for 2 or 3 people. There's nothing wrong. I don't see anything wrong in that. You need per se.
Would you be okay if the person you're in love with has emotions or feels a certain way for other people?
Yeah, that is where the problem sets in. When you're talking about a man or a woman, you see, even the function of the human heart, that's what I said scientifically, even the strength and the function of the human heart, that of a man is different from that of a woman.
Well, the woman's heart is different from the man's heart?
Yes.
Okay, so so are you saying that it's okay for a man to feel a certain way for different women, but it's not okay for a woman to feel?
It's not okay for a man to cheat, but it's okay for a man to share love more than a woman, more than a single woman. Openly, let the woman know.
Okay, what about a woman when she feels a certain way towards another man? Is it okay?
No, it's not okay.
Okay, Kamal, thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
There's
you.
another caller from East Legon.
Yes,
we didn't
please.
get your name. Hi.
Hi, hello, good morning. I'm really happy with the show.
Wonderful, thank you. Good to know. Talk to us.
Yeah. I have a few things to address. I think the first thing straight off the bat is that I feel very strongly like we're in a very enabling society.
We're in a what?
It doesn't take into account a very enabling society, right?
Okay.
If you look at Ghanaian marriage, customary rights, and partnerships and stuff like that, it's very enabling in the sense that women aren't really allowed to, voice their opinions and emotions when it comes to loving somebody more than one person. I just listened to the previous caller, right? Like men are more likely to be forgiven if they cheat based on all the things that I've spoken about today. And we should open the conversation up and look at the direct lines between love and what the relationship is and what's the expectation. Because if we don't find these things properly, people will go out with the excuse that my wife is pregnant and she's not looking, she's not looking so nice no more that I want something more attractive. You marry her, you have to deal with the fact that she will change and she will evolve with the metamorphosis. She becomes pregnant at some point, she might gain weight, but you have to deal with that as a man.
Okay.
If you're a woman and your husband doesn't look as attractive, he's gained after marriage because you people are enjoying life or whatsoever, you deal with that. You don't go outside the marriage for something that you might have lost. You deal with the things that you have. But anyway, very, very, very nice conversation. I feel like my point is basically that our society is enabling men to cheat more. To say that, like you're a woman, you have to take it because of the family, because of the kids, because of everything else. But that isn't how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
I
have a question. Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk to Michael when we come back. Apostle and Araba, let's let's understand why the institution of marriage came. Is it because we know that man would be giving these excuses? It's very non-negotiable for man to feel like this, to want to cheat, to want to have more. This is why we have put a certain vow so that we can hold you accountable. Is marriage supposed to be for accountability? Okay.
Nice.
Now
Michael.
let's talk to Michael. Godwin.
Michael.
Hello.
Yes. Michael, please turn down the volume or mute your TV, please.
Is it okay now?
Much better. Talk to us.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
If you're a man and want to live long, the best thing is to have a side chick. Yeah.
All right. We hear you. Thank you.
Yeah, because my grandfather died at the age of 130 because he had 4 women in his life.
So it helped him.
Now, come to think about it. We have great leaders in this world who are dead, but their wives are alive. Rollins is dead, their wives are alive. Atamis is dead, their wives are alive. So if you want to live long, please have a side chick.
Okay. Isn't all the same people that said that, hey, dealing with one woman is difficult. Now you want to make it
have two
you
and
want
three
to die.
or you die.
But anyway, let's pick some messages. Now, society needs to accept the fact that it should be normal for men to marry as many women as possible because women are overpopulating the men. Christianity is brainwashing us. This person, I'm flooded by the messages. Oh my God. Okay. I'm enjoying this program. Apostle Theophilus, you're full of wisdom. The presenters are too good. God bless you all. From Prophet Paulson. Okay. This is Phoebe. No amount of announcements made by your partner justifies such side chicks and side boos. Just like Mr. Theophilus says, it is cheating and it is cheating. Civilization comes because of constant change in life. If your partner is no longer the way you like, please, with all humbleness, be open to each other, work on him or her until the best result is needed. Do not be deceived by infatuation. Continue with a real love and avoid side chicks and side boos. Great comment there. Okay. Please, is it possible to love 2 people at the same time? Please, if no or yes, please tell me the reason why. Okay. Hi there. I'm enjoying. Okay. Still. Hi there. I'm Hendrix by name. You have a caller?
Yes, AJ. AJ, good morning.
Hi. It's me again. I won't call back, but I just wanted to talk about this individual character, Godwin. This guy who just called back, right? He said his grandfather lived to 130 because he had 4 wives. You know, that's not the reason. He was a very healthy guy, and he probably ate well, and he probably had a lifestyle that enabled him to have
live
a healthy
long.
life. So he lived to 130 because of his 4 wives. And that's the problem. You won't necessarily live longer as a man if you have side chicks. You might even have more problems. Charlie, sometimes women have issues that they can bring to you and they ask you a headache. If you're able to maneuver his way to 130, we say, Charlie, God bless you, you had a long life. But
that's right.
This kind of attitude and this sort of mentality that, you know, my grandfather had this, my great-grandmother had this, my somebody had 10 wives and he lived to 150, so I need 10 wives to live to 150. We'll go nowhere as a country. Please, let's deal with the overpopulation that we are doing in this world. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, AJ. J.
Hi.
Thank you.
Mexican.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning once again.
Good to hear from you again.
Sorry. You know, I think everything that has got to do with this cheating thing is a mindset problem. For me, it's a mindset, psychological problem. If you are a man and you've been seeing probably you saw your father or somebody you admire, your role model, or somebody like that, go on cheating, you may find that, or you may think that it is normal for a man to cheat. It is possible for a man to be married or have one girlfriend and not cheat. Some other women may even try to impose themselves or woo this man to cheat. But a man who is disciplined with himself will not cheat. If you love your wife, every who be who. The thing is that you just see everything you want in a woman in your wife or in your partner. You see everything you want, you desire in any other woman in your partner, and you will not cheat. For example, let's say if you go out and you see a woman in a certain shape or style or makeup and it's nice to you, when you come back, make sure you get your wife to do that if it's attracted to you. Okay, and women also, this is very important from me, from experience. If your husband comes home and tells you that, please, today I want you to wear this type of skirt for me, or do this type of action for me, probably, baby, I understand. If you don't do it for him, or you think that, oh, I can't do this one too, you may force your husband to go and look for it somewhere else. He has seen it somewhere.
Okay, Mexican. Thank you.
Interested to him.
Thank you.
So when you come home, I will tell you, do this for us, please.
Mexican.
Do it for us.
Mexican,
so
vice versa. Vice versa. If the woman sees something, goes out and sees a man and he says, I think you should work out. Your stomach is becoming very big. Should you, the man, also do it?
Of course.
Beautiful.
Very, very important.
Beautiful.
You should do it for her.
Beautiful.
Because that is what's attracting to her.
Okay.
If you don't do it, she might go and find it out somewhere else.
Mexican, thank you so much. God bless you.
But is this on reality check? Is this not too much on a woman? Because maybe generally, I don't want to wear short pants. I don't want to wear bikinis in the room. I don't want to. What if my person, who I am, I don't want to be subjected to what you want? I want you to want me, like me for who and what I am.
Indeed, because we say marriage is duty or relationship is duty.
It's hard work. It's commitment.
Yeah.
If you want to be left alone, don't marry.
Yes.
If you want independence, don't marry.
There we go.
Okay. And so the moment you marry, your independence and everything you want is broken.
You are not on your own anymore. You are
every decision you make affects your partner. Yeah. Every choice you make.
So marriage is prison.
So
it's not a prison.
It's not a prison.
It is prison if you don't have freedom. It is prison if you don't have freedom, isn't it?
Is that?
It is prison if it's not freedom. Is it freedom? She doesn't have the freedom to wear what she wants to wear. She's going to wear it because it looks
I don't want it to
be. So the prison there is your mindset.
I mean,
no,
it's your mindset.
Once
you beat another person believes that it's rather, for example, if
MFA doesn't wear short skirt because I like short skirt, then I'll go out there. I mean, it is prison. But let me quickly ask this question that MFA asked that I really like. Look, we have admitted that fundamentally, men and women are different, aren't we? Yeah. Fundamentally. And you guys established that even when it comes to our biology, whatever it is, a man can
our sexual drive, estrogen.
It's beautiful. So is it true that maybe as a man, honestly, our fabric, inward, biologically, we are not meant, quote and unquote, to just be with one person. But that is why the institution of marriage was brought up to keep you under checks. That's why you say that in marriage you have to be committed, in marriage you have to be devoted, in marriage you have to be. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but then again,
so marriage bottles
the man is the donor, man is a giver. God created the man species to be a donor, to be a giver. That is how come that they have the edge to be able to. They have the seed. They have to release the seed. For example, a farmer, you have the seeds. The woman is like the ground. The woman is also a man, but she is the man with the womb.
Okay.
The womb is the house, it's the ground. That natures, that grooms, that grows stuff. So the man has the seed. You have the seed, so you have a lot of seeds.
So like MFA said, so is that why marriage came up? So that the man will be put in check and say that, okay, you have plenty of seeds, you can end up,
because you have the tendencies of...
Because it's not just tendency, it's in you too.
It's in you.
Yes. It's in you too. So marriage will now bring you into that.
You stay with one person.
And
because
say,
when we leave you, you can't control yourself.
You can't.
So let's put it.
So marriage is a term of even not control, discipline, preservation of life.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is sex different? Is it sex with a different person that means cheating or loving someone else? MFA answer me, I'm not a pandit.
No.
Phoebe wants to say, please, we haven't heard from Phoebe.
I have so much to say.
Oh, sorry, Phoebe. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, first and foremost, it is not true that men are biologically created to cheat. It's not true. Men have a higher sex drive. I think we should call it what it is. Men have a higher sex drive generally than women. But it does not mean that a man cannot focus that energy and that drive on one woman. That is a lie.
Of course.
And because we've created this expectation, it actually has been encouraging men to be unfaithful and to have multiple partners. And as we can see, it actually causes more problems than it solves it. That's the first thing. The second thing too is that we cannot reconstruct the definition of marriage and expect it to work. Marriage, in essence, requires two people to put the other person above themselves. We are looking at trying to define love. That's basically what it is. Putting that person, their needs, their desires, their dreams above yours. So you're constantly serving one another. Now, if it's not the person's dream to share you with somebody else, and if you've made vows to the tune that, okay, you and I are focusing on one another, then I don't see why now you get married, then you violate these things and say it is natural. It isn't natural. It is wrong. The reason why we've also created this idea that men cannot focus their energy on one woman is because human beings like to think that we have choices. We have to be able to experience everything that we want to experience within this lifetime that we have. And I believe that if that is the case, then we shouldn't go as far as committing ourselves to one person.
Right.
That is one thing. Another thing too that we seem to forget is the importance of developing self-discipline in our lives. The ability and the ability to develop that emotional maturity and mental maturity to say yes and no is so important to life. It's not just to marriage, it's not just to relationships. We have to be able to say no to the things that will violate not just our interests, but the interests of the people around us. When you look at families, when people have been unfaithful, it doesn't just affect your immediate partner. It affects, if there are children involved, it affects them, it affects the community, and it affects even the extended families. So it's not just about you ingratiating yourself with what makes you feel good, but it's about the community that you're serving. So if we're thinking in this sense, before we make those decisions or go in those directions, that is when your self-discipline, that thing should kick in and say, no, if I'm doing this, I'm violating somebody else's interest, somebody else's safety, somebody else's needs. And it's so important that we start to think that way. And men should not be given that ticket to say, okay, just go ahead and express and explore every desire that comes to you. That isn't right. If it's going to be to yourself and upon yourself, that's a different thing. But when other people are involved, then we really need to teach young men to put a check on themselves.
Thank you.
Phoebe, thank you so much. So much to say. Me too. I have counter this thing to give you, but I mean, part 3 or no?
Maybe
we should
at
move
some
on
point.
because honestly,
yeah.
Time
but
is
Phoebe,
up
already. I know Apostle has a tall list that he will.
He has written. I can see it on the tablet.
I wanted to give those who want to even. You see, I believe in prevention. This conversation we are having, I have agreed that side chicks is wrong as a Christian. As a man, it will put a toll on you financially, mentally, emotionally, all those stuff. Because some of them are not even financially stable. You don't even have the emotional stability and all those stuff. So it's bad. But if you choose to do it, there are rules. You should learn to play by the rules. You should learn to play by the codes of ethics so that you save yourself.
Okay.
Apostle has a lot.
So, cheating is a decision. Nothing, no reason, no tangible reason, no excuses. By the grace of God, wherever I go, I used to say this. I've been married for 13 years, and my marriage has been distant marriage. My husband just left yesterday in the morning, and he's going to spend 5 months, 4 months. So if I want to cheat, it's a decision. It's not easy, but you have to decide.
I like that word. It's not easy. Yeah.
You have to decide not to cheat or to cheat.
Yeah.
And matured people don't cheat.
Guys, whatever if you forget every conversation we had here, mature people do not cheat. They will be subjected to.
I believe mature people will cheat if they become careless, reckless, lawless, inattentive, and forgetful.
It's the pointers for me. Apostle has all the points. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining our class. We'll probably bring you part 3 next week. Probably.
I've seen all of your messages.
So
much messages. Please don't come at me. When I ask a question, it's just I'm asking for the many people. I see people coming at me.
Please, it's not personal this thing. Our questions are just...
Sex? Please, I'm not selling sex. So.
Anyways, thank you so much. Apostle Theophilus Jeffries, thank you so much. Counselor and life coach, Araba Ugwa, life coach and media personality, thank you. And Phoebe Besamete is also a life coach. Thank you guys so much. Done with Lifestyle Daily. Up next, we have Foodie Friday. I see the team standing by. We are making non-alcoholic cocktails. Have you seen some before?
Non-alcoholic cocktails, not the one that you know. Today we'll get all the clarification.
So you don't cheat.
Your hostess with the most is right here. Do stay.
A Nigerian man like this.